12th question, anybody doubt? $13, 14, 15, 16 or 17?
Sir, 17.
Okay, the eccentricity is 2 by root 3, the sum of all the possible values of theta. Two by root 3 is eccentricity, which is square root of 1 plus b by a whole square. That is cos square theta by 1 plus sin theta whole square. Okay, this is b square and this is a square. We are using eccentricity formula. And now when I square it, it will be 4 by 3 is equal to 1 plus, I want to convert everything into sine because this is in terms of sine. 1 minus sine square theta by 1 plus sine square theta plus 2 sine theta. So I bring this here, it will become 1 by 3. And I can do cross multiplication. I'll get 1 plus sine square theta plus 2 sine theta is 3 minus 3 sine square theta. When I bring, it will be 4 sine square theta plus 2 sine theta minus 2 equal to 0. That is 2 sine square theta plus sine theta minus 1 equal to 0. I think sine theta equal to minus 1 will satisfy. Sine theta plus 1 into 2 sine theta minus 1 equal to 0. Sine theta is minus 1 or 1 by 2. Minus 1 not possible between 0 to pi, and 1 by 2 is possible between 0 to pi 2 times 30 degrees and 150 degrees. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any doubt about 18?
Sir, 18. Sir.
A trapezium is formed by pair of tangents of parabola drawn from the center of this ellipse. Okay. Comma tangent at the vertex of P and the tangent at the end point of the minor axis of P. What is the area of the trapezium? Okay. Okay, y equal to x square by 4 plus 1. It is an upward parabola. This point is 0, 1. And ellipse is x square by 1 and y square by 1 by 4. X square by 1 and y square by 1 by 4 equal to 1. Okay. Now, from this center, you have to draw two tangents. Tangent at the vertex of P, that is the horizontal line. End of minor axis means either here, of course, you cannot extend this and say, you can, they don't form trapezium. Okay, so only these four lines. So obviously the upper end of minor axis. Okay. So this is a parabola. From the center of the ellipse, two tangents are drawn. Tangent at this and here. Okay. I want to use of h into a plus b. I know this equation y equal to 1. I know this equation y equal to 1 by 2. Because this point is 0, 1 by 2 based on this. What about these two lines? Instead of that, we can do one thing. I can find this line. Okay. Because I can do for origin s1 equal to 0 with respect to parabola, it is chord of contact. So when I do s1 equal to 0 with respect to origin, I'll get y by 2 plus 0 by 2 x into 0 by 4 plus 1. That is basically y equal to 2. Y equal to 2 means x is also 2. So this is 2 comma 2. This is minus 2 comma 2. This is 0 comma 0. So we know these lines are y equal to x and y equal to minus x because of 2 comma 2. So this is y equal to x. This is y equal to minus x. Now if you want this trapezium, you can find this total area and remove something, or you can even find this point. Not very difficult. Why? Because here y is 1 by 2 means x is also 1 by 2. So this point is 1 by 2 comma 1 by 2. This point. In fact, from this triangle, remove this triangle, you get it. All right. Either way. Okay, this is 1 comma 1. So if I want to use of h into a plus b for the trapezium, of into h is distance between these two, which is 1 by 2. A, this length is double of 1 by 2, 1. This length is double of 1, which is 2. So 3 by 4. Yeah. Is it okay? 18th one?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Any doubt about 19? $20?
Sir, 20.
Okay, normal at some point and because ellipse again at another point, and they give in the simplest form where a, b, c, d. You have to express beta in terms of alpha, I guess. Then what is those things? Okay. So basically normal at alpha passing through beta. Okay, we have an ellipse, and at some point, if you draw normal, this is alpha, this is beta, and it is x square by 4 plus y square by 1 equal to 1. The general normal is ax by cos alpha minus by sin alpha is equal to a square minus b square. You can even write a square, It should pass through a cos beta come b sin beta. So when I substitute that, a into a cos beta by cos alpha, b into b sin beta by sin alpha is equal to a square minus b square. Here a square is 4. So 4 cos beta by cos alpha minus 1 into sin beta by sin alpha is equal to 4 minus 1, 3. From this they wanted sin beta, then I'll have to square it. Yeah, they wanted sin beta in terms of sin alpha. Okay, so if they wanted the sin beta, I should send this one to the other side and square it. So that I will be able to even write cos square as 1 minus sin square. So it will become, if I bring this side and square it, 16 cos square beta by cos square alpha. Here 3 plus sin beta by sin alpha whole square. That is 9 plus sin square beta by sin square alpha plus 6 sin beta by sin alpha. Okay, let me write 1 minus sin square beta, 1 minus sin square alpha, and bring sin square beta one side. Okay, So 16 into 1 minus sine square beta by 1 minus sine square alpha is equal to 9 plus sine square beta by sine square alpha. There can be other ways to do it because this is a quadratic equation in terms of sine beta, because sine beta is also there, sine square beta is also there. Let me do, if I can do something else. There are no square roots, and the sine beta came in terms of a cubic expression by quadratic in terms of sine. So verify that. Okay, let me expand this fully maybe. If I take LCM, I'll get 9 sine square alpha plus sine square beta by 6 sine alpha sine beta whole by sine square alpha. If I do cross multiplication, 16 sine square alpha minus 16 sine square alpha sine square beta. From here to here, 9 sine square alpha plus sine square beta plus 6 sine alpha sine beta. With this I will multiply minus 9 sine power 4 alpha plus sine square beta sine square alpha minus 6 sine cube alpha sine beta. If I take everything one side, 16 sine square beta is there where here and here and here. If I bring all of them together one place, sine square beta into, I'll get 16 sine square alpha plus 1 plus sine square alpha.
That is minus sine square beta sine square alpha, sir.
That is also minus, okay. Then it will be minus sine square alpha. Okay. Next, what is sine beta coefficient? Also, I may have done some other way. I'll think about it, but let me do as it is. Okay, sine beta, what is the coefficient? Sine beta is there here, only two places. So 6 sine alpha minus 6 sine cube alpha. Next, constant in terms of alpha. Alpha is there, this and this. So from here, if I go this side, it is minus 7 sine square alpha minus 9 sine power 4 alpha equal to 0. Okay, if I should be able to split it, splitting the middle term kind of thing. If not, I have to do the minus b plus r minus all that. This is 1 plus 15 sine square alpha. How to write this as product of two things whose sum is this? I'll take sine square alpha as t square just for convenience. It is 1 plus 15 t square here. This is minus 7 t square. If I take common, no. If I take minus t square common, it is 7 plus 9 t square. This one is 60 minus 60 cube. How to write these two as product whose sum is this? If I borrow 1 t to this, I'll get t. I think I'm getting it. Okay, if I borrow 1t here, it will be t plus 15t cube. If I take 1t out of this, minus 7t plus 9t cube. It is minus. If I add these two, I'll get exactly negative of this. This is the sum of the roots. So they are the roots actually. Okay, so I'm eliminating a little bit of work. I am taking sine square alpha as t, that is helping me to find these roots. So what did I get? Sine square beta is equal to this one I am writing in terms of these two. Okay, I'll write that. So this is sine square beta. This is 1 plus 15 t square. This is sine beta 60 minus 60 cube. This is minus 70 square minus t power 4. This I am trying to write as that I want to split this by multiplying t. So t plus 15 t cube and minus 70 minus 90 cube. What is their sum? Okay, so I'll take minus for this, plus for this. Yeah, I want to write this as these two. Now what happens when I take this into this separately, this into this separately? From this, what I can take common? 1 plus 15 t square, 1 plus 15 t square. So if I take 1 plus 15 t square common and 1 sine beta common, I will get 1 sine beta minus t. Similarly, this into this and this part, when I take minus 70 plus 90 cube common, I will get not minus, plus only, sine beta minus t equal to 0. Yes, so sine beta minus t into 1 plus 15 t square sine beta minus what is it? Okay, plus 70 plus 90 cube equal to 0. So I am getting sine beta equal to t, one option. Another option is sine beta equal to, say, send this one to the other side. You cannot see now. Okay. Sine beta equal to t, one option. Another option is this by this. If I take minus t common, 7 plus 9t square by 1 plus 15t square. If I take t here and sine beta equal to sine alpha, that is beta equal to alpha. You cannot take beta equal to alpha. So because they cannot be same, it is intersecting somewhere else. You can use this. So minus sine alpha, 7 plus 9 sine square alpha, 1 plus 15 sine square alpha. So if I look at this, 7, 9, 1, 15, they are the numbers. Yeah, 7, 9, 1, 15. So 7, 9, 16 plus 1, 17 minus 15 is 2. Is it okay? So mainly factorizing this quadratic equation may appear to be clumsy. Okay. But how else will I do? Because we don't have, like in parabola, if normal at t1 intersects at t2, there's a relation between t2 and t1. Like that, if you want to have, this is a relation. Okay, whatever answer we got, maybe because of that 4 and 1 factorization became easier. If you want, I will do it in general for a square and b square and see what happens. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, 23. Anybody any doubt? (24), 25, Okay. So that's it in the exam. All doubts are clear?